Please be seated.
Agreeni ushal, tá fáilte mór roimh go léir go dtí uimhir sé Shroyd Kildare. Ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to welcome you all on this beautiful May morning to the conferring ceremony here, the membership conferring ceremony at RCPI. And a nice reminder about phones. As it's coming through there a little bit, you might all just turn off your phones. Thank you. We're welcoming our new members, particularly, and of course their guests, many of whom are here joining you today, which is lovely to see. And overall today, and through this week, over the conferring ceremonies, we'll confer 319 new members from 32 different countries. I'm delighted to meet you all today. So we're here at the home of RCPI in number 6 Kildare Street, and the building captures and it nurtures our heritage as RCPI. And we've attained accredited museum status because we recognise the importance of that heritage, and that accreditation recognises our dedication to caring for our collections to the highest standards. And of course we've ambitious plans to grow that. We're going to grow our museum to open this rich heritage and medical history increasingly to the public and a wider audience. So all around you in this room and through the building, you'll have seen portraits, sculptures, and items that reflect our central role in the history of medicine in Ireland and abroad. So today you join the ranks and you join all of us in our lifelong journey and career through medicine. So it's an exciting moment in your careers and one that you've earned through your hard work, determination, dedication, perseverance, as well, of course, as the support you have from those who are joined with you today, here and elsewhere. So now, before declaring the ceremony of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland open, may I introduce our platform party. I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Kate Devlin, who is the BSD Training Committee General Medicine Representative, Professor Edward McKeown, Dean of the Institute of Medicine, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland, Dr. Judith Meehan, Dean of the Faculty of Paediatrics, Ms. Harriet Wheelock, Mace Bayer, and RCPI Keeper of Collections. And my name is Dr. Joan Parr. I'm a censor at RCPI and chair of the Museum Board. So this is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. With your permission, President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed, Joan.
So before we formally admit you all as members, I'm going to call on Dr. Kate Devlin, the RCPI Trainees Committee representative, to address you. Kate.
Thank you, President, Fellows and Members. As a representative of the Trainees Committee of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland, it is a privilege to speak with you today and to work on your behalf with the College to enhance the quality of our medical education and training. It wasn't long ago that I sat where you are now, and I remember clearly the many hours, months, and even years of effort it took to reach this moment. The sacrifices, the perseverance, the self-discipline, it has all paid off. You should be deeply proud of what you've achieved. By earning membership of the RCPI, you've shown real dedication to your profession and a strong commitment to clinical excellence. You are part of a group of doctors who will help shape the future of medicine in Ireland and beyond. You stand out as doctors who will lead our profession into the future, bringing compassion, innovation, and excellence to healthcare. Today marks a significant milestone in your professional journey. One step closer to specialisation and one step further in your development as leaders within our health service. It is a joyful day, a day of celebration, shared with your family, friends and colleagues. But while this may feel like the culmination of a long journey, it is really just the beginning. From today, you have the opportunity to help shape the future of our profession, to contribute to the progress of healthcare and support those coming up behind you. You've gained valuable experience through this process, and that puts you in a great position to share what you've learned. We all know the path to membership isn't easy. It challenges us in ways we don't always expect, but it is a goal well worth reaching. So now that you've done it, don't forget to lend a hand to others on the same journey. I'm heartened to see so many of you surrounded by your loved ones today. Their support, often quiet but always constant, has carried you through, and their pride today is richly deserved. It is a reminder that medicine is, at its heart, a team effort. Now that your exams are behind you, I hope you find a moment to pause, reflect, and think about the direction you want your career to take. This is an opportunity to reassess your goals, explore new challenges, and consider how you might contribute to shaping the future of our profession. With that in mind, I warmly invite you to get involved with the Trainees Committee. You've seen firsthand what works well in our training and where there's room for improvement. Now that you have that insight, we'd love for you to help us make those changes, to shape a training environment that truly nurtures, supports, and inspires. Together, we can build a college we're proud to be part of, one that delivers world-class training, listens to its trainees, and supports excellent patient care. Congratulations once again on this remarkable achievement. I wish you every success in the journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. So now may I ask the licentiates and members-elect to stand. If you'd please stand. And in your booklet, you actually have the declaration for membership, if you'd like to take that, please, and we're going to read that. So if you would like to read after me, I do hereby solemnly and sincerely promise that I will observe and obey the statutes, bylaws, and regulations of this college relating to members. And will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them, including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means. Nor will I either permit or sanction the use of my name by any other person for such purpose or in connection with any secret remedy, and in any case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement, I promise to submit to the judgment of the college. I now call upon the President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to formally admit the new licentiates and members-elect collectively to the membership of the College.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President of the College, I hereby admit you individually and collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to each of you. Well done.
So congratulations to our new members, and you may all be seated. I'm going to ask each new member in turn as I call you to come forward to individually receive your parchment from the President. Lina Abdelgafar El Sharif Abdallah, Pediatrics. Omar Abdelbaghi Omar Ahmed, General Medicine. Bara Bashari Saeed Ali, General Medicine. Majid Ali, Pediatrics. Deirdre Arthur, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Arwa Hassan Hamid Anil Awad Al Akram, General Medicine. Riham Abdul Qasim Hassan Balila, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Fatih Nurina Banti Mohad Nazimi, General Medicine. Kira Margaret Brown, General Medicine. Dua Mohammed Yaqub El Faki, Pediatrics. El Sheikh El Tayyib Ali El Sheikh, General Medicine. Fazilat, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Huberta Oy Ewusi Mensah, General Medicine. Mohammed Rukam Gul, General Medicine. Rabia Gul, Pediatrics. Nur Siazrina Binti Gulab Khan, General Medicine. Razaz Galil Mirgani Idris, General Medicine. Asma Ishraq, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Isa Nazura Ismail, General Medicine. Mikkel Matuez Jagiello, General Medicine. Darshini Yanisin, General Medicine. Hafif Mohammed Kalim Ullah, General Medicine. Venkatara Mashabui Malila, Pediatrics. Cherian Matthew, Pediatrics. Sahar Azan Abdullah Mohammed, General Medicine. Owen Michael Moriarty, General Medicine. Halina Haruma Mashela, Obstetrics and Gynecology. Cathal Murphy, General Medicine. Saib O'Donnell, General Medicine. Kevin Joseph O'Malley, General Medicine. Awad Kamal Awad Osman, General Medicine. Hind Osman Ali Mohammed, General Medicine. Bashkar Anish Pedi Reddy, General Medicine. Shazeb Quasar, General Medicine. Farkana Quasar, General Medicine. Rihanna Ram Logan, General Medicine. Ganesh Napoleon Shanmugam, General Medicine. Erica Stapleton, General Medicine. Musab Cyril Katim Bakit Suleiman, General Medicine. Jay Wei Shun, General Medicine. Hafsa Youssef, Pediatrics. Zaid Safar, General Medicine. And we'd also like to congratulate those graduating in absentia in the specialty of general medicine, pediatrics, and obstetrics and gynecology. So in general medicine, we have Mohammed Mansour Oweid Abdul Majid, Mona Atala Adruvo, Mona Mahmoud El Asid Eri Winnie, Mustafa Kamal Eldwin Ibrahim Khalil Said, Mohammed Naveed, Nadim Akhtar, Naji Abdul Qadar Dwin, Namareg Mohammed Masad Abdallah, Nedal Mohammed Omar Abdallah, Nesreen Ramdan Hassan Hussein, Nihad Orwad Saad Nassar Said, Nimra Nabi, Omni Bala Mahmoud Mala, Patrick Hollywood, Raja Mustafa Abdul Rahim Adam, Rama Chandra Babu Kakarla, Rania Ali Salim Abdallah, Rayan Salih Bashir Salih, Rahab Abdallah Ahmed Mohammed, Rahim Omar Adwal Asid Ahmed, Rishab Priya Darshi, Ronan Brady. And in pediatrics, Mohammed Asif Alim, and obstetrics and gynecology, Muna Gaffer Osam Gaffer, Mosrat Bano, Namrata, Nazia Reham, Nina Philip, Noshin Maskood, Oluwatun Mobi Rachel Opadiran, Quad Sia Farah, Rabah Mohammed Hussein Sharif, Rania Omar Adam Mohammed, Rania Fahar Raham, Bakit Bashir, Rasha Amit Mahmood, Roshana Parveen Jalbani, Rubina Bano, Rupali Mohad Sabale, Saba Khalid, and Saba Fayez Jalani. So we congratulate all new members and a round of applause for those in absentia. So I'm delighted now to call on one of our new members, Dr. Halima Haruna Ashila, to address us all.
Good afternoon, and thank you to the President, Fellows, and members. It is a great honor to join you in celebrating this remarkable achievement and pivotal milestone. As we reach this significant point in our careers, it is right and important to pause, to recognize those who have supported us on our journey, and to express our heartfelt gratitude. First to the college, to the fellows and members with whom we have had the privilege to work, These are our registrars, SPRs, consultants, and the wider team. Those who have guided us from the moment we first stepped into the hospital as students, through our exam preparations, and onward as we continue to grow in our professional lives. We are deeply grateful for their guidance, their example, and their generosity in sharing both knowledge and experience. To our patients, if you've ever found yourself in hospital, you may recall groups of trainees making their way around the wards, eager to learn. These remarkable individuals with patience and kindness sat up in bed and allowed us to hear their stories, examine them, and learn from them, often without questioning why doctors are still doing exams. Their willingness to help us learn has been both humbling and invaluable. To our families and friends, our constant support systems, both near and far, who have stood by us throughout the fast-paced and ever-shifting life of an NCHD, from the never-ending exams to the transitions between hospitals and teams. It is you who have remained our steady source of comfort and strength. Thank you for listening, encouraging, and standing beside us through it all. This moment belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. And finally, let us acknowledge one another, our colleagues, and now new fellow members. It is to each other we turn for a much-needed debrief session in the res and nights, a second pair of eyes on a tricky ECG or CTG in my case, or a thoughtful conversation about a complex case. We have reached this milestone together. It has truly been a team effort, and I know at times the journey may have seemed long, but it has also have been immensely rewarding and an enjoyable one. Being entrusted with patient care is both a profound privilege and a remarkable opportunity, one that allows us to meaningfully impact the lives of those we serve. As we stand at this juncture, it is important to reflect not only on the journey so far, but also on the road ahead. We must recognize the extraordinary honor it is to be a physician and to be a member of this college. This honor carries with it the trust in our patients place in us and the opportunity to shape and advance our chosen specialties and the responsibility to mentor, support the generations of doctors who will follow. As we step as new members, we will take on greater responsibility within our teams. With that comes the privilege of teaching, guiding, and upholding the standards of excellence that have long defined this college, both here in Ireland and across the world. Finally, this college is more than just its walls or its history. It is defined by its people. It is defined by us. I am deeply honored to join it with you today, and I eagerly look forward to working alongside you in the years to come. Once more, congratulations to us all.
Thank you very much, Halima. And it's a pleasure now to ask our President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to address us all.
Thank you, Joan. Every time I listen to the speeches here, I realise what I'm about to say prolongs everybody's agony, wanting to escape out into the reception and out into the fine day we have. But really, when I listen to what Kate said and I listen to what Halima said, it really captures much of what I want to say to you. And I'd say it again and maybe say it the same way or even slightly differently. But a huge congratulations and welcome to each of you here today. Tá fáilte Rovi Calig. Over the course of my own career, the day I got my membership is still one of the days that I really remember vividly. I remember it with huge personal pride. I remember thinking I was done with exams. I was wrong about that one. I did feel I had to nail my colours to the mast about what direction I would go in, but that took me a little bit longer. But the choice was now in my hands, and that was the really important thing to me at the time when I got the exam. But I also remember how proud my parents were and how much they enjoyed coming in to the building that day. So while today is absolutely about you, as both Kate and Halima have said, it's also about those who've supported you along the way, both those that are here with you, wherever they may be or wherever they are now. So it really does mark, as both Kate and Joan said, a significant career milestone for you. It's hard-earned, it's an achievement to celebrate, and you should be justly proud of yourselves. In a very real way, sustaining your passion and interest in medicine throughout your career, in addition to your own personal well-being, it'll be challenged over the course of your career. But it'll be your connection with each other over the next 40 or 50 years of that career, along with the connection with your colleagues and with this college, but also how you avail of the structured training and continuous professional development that will empower you and sustain you. This is, and Joan said this is both our professional home and our ancestral home. And it was founded by that man in the picture there at the middle, John Stern, when he was 30 years of age. And he founded it to improve patient care, to improve the training of doctors, and as a place for people to meet. And those very general principles are still incredibly relevant to us today. And I think, you know, when you hear how we've grown into a globally connected community of 14,000 doctors in nearly 100 countries around the world, with 300, John said 319 this week, joining that group from 32 countries, I think we underestimate both the contribution and the impact that we make both here and in Ireland. And practicing medicine in a changing world and modern medicine in a modern world isn't without challenges. And it is really important that we as doctors both protect and champion the science of medicine, oscuelga coralais, and the care in medicine, coram lies. And they're essentially two sides of the same coin. And if you weave into the fabric of your practice core values like compassion, kindness, empathy, and an understanding for your patient and critically for each other, that will empower you to make an important difference to the health and well-being of your patients, to the healthcare system you work in, and as importantly, to yourselves. And they're values that can't be replaced by a computer or technology. Kate said this to you. You are the future clinicians and leaders that will shape the healthcare service delivery over the next years and decades. And that's what excites me when I stand at a conference, at a conferring ceremony like this. So be an active contributor. Kate invited you to do that. Become involved in the college. Medicine is really about leadership and action. So what can you do to be part of this growing movement in our global medical community? Well, the first thing you can do is you can decide yourself that you'll be collegial, collaborative, and considerate to those you work with and the teams you lead. Be the culture change you want to see. But do en route understand and accept that setbacks may happen, be it exams or interviews, sometimes even patient outcomes. But understand too that reviewing, processing, reflecting, and learning from the experience makes you a better doctor and makes you a better person. It should go without saying that you have a huge duty of self-care to look after yourself and those around you. So do focus on your own personal health and well-being, and don't be afraid to put yourself first occasionally. But never underestimate the impact you can have as an individual. I had a lady who said to me years ago in the day hospital, which didn't say it to me, she sent a letter into the day hospital, look after your own career. It's a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. And that's a hard thing to know exactly what to do, because for all of us, sometimes we can get a little bit lost on our careers. But the other thing she said when she came back to me was, and I've heard this said in different guises to people, adapt curiosity as your prevailing attitude to the world. Stay curious about yourself, your patients, and those around you. The enemy of curiosity is burnout. So surround yourself with people that are interested, interesting, positive, and challenge you. So my invitation to you, which is backing up Kate's from the training committee, is look after yourself and your own career, become further involved in the college, equip yourself with the skills that will empower you to lead progress in health and patient care, as well as training the next generation of doctors who will take on the baton. After all, if you don't do that, who are you expecting to do it? And that's what people on the platform here have done over the years of their careers. In addition to other busy clinical commitments, they've been willing at varying times to give time up to help lead with different areas like that. We build on the shoulders of giants, and I get reminded of that every time I walk into this amazing building. And Harriet, who is our keeper of collections, reminds me, and if you were eagle-eyed and looking at the busts on either side of the Dunn Library when you went in, one of them was of a gent called Henry Quinn, who was the president here 250 years ago. And there's another man whose painting I think isn't up yet, Samuel Gordon. And he's the president 150 years ago. And I'm always interested in his story because he has many strings to his bow, but he was one of the people who was instrumental in changing rules that enabled women to practice medicine. And his only conflict of interest might have been that he had 9 daughters. I always think that's sort of an interesting story, if that's a conflict of interest. Anyway, so after all of that, and before I finish, I have a few thank yous to say. Clearly, I know when you name a few, you leave out people, so my biggest thank you in advance is to those I've left out. But firstly, as I've already done, I'd like to acknowledge each of those who've come on the platform party today, who've taken time out of their busy schedules to be here and celebrate with you. Now, while it may not look like it, but once upon a time, long, long ago, they also all did their membership. So we know what it takes. We understand what you've been through. And we've great admiration and pride in that achievement for you. I'd also like to thank our examiners and the boards, including those that lead and chair them, because these exams cannot happen without them. So Ona Corona of Pediatrics, Mary Higgins in Obstetrics and Gynecology, Lucianne Behan in the Institute of Medicine, along with Dara Whelan, Louise Guyette and Dermot Bernock from the college staff. The college staff here today are among a staff of 170 people who support us throughout our training, over our careers and our lifelong learning. They're dedicated, professional and always committed to the college's aims and aspirations. And in the room today we've Isabella and Gabriella, and you've met a few others when you were registering today. So on behalf of the new members, on behalf of the platform party, on behalf of me as one of the officers of the college, I would specifically like to thank our CEO Audrey Houlihan and her team for their continued and much appreciated work on our behalf. So thank you guys. It's also my pleasure, again, to extend a Céad Míle Fáilte to the guests and our new members that are both here today, that have travelled, and many of you have travelled significant distances to be here, that are both here in the hall and down in the winter hall downstairs having a listen to the live feed. Our new members today would not be here without your support. So on their behalf, and from those of us here in the college, to those at the back of the room and in the winter hall, a sincere thank you to you all for the support you have and continue to give our members. Thank you. At the core, the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland provides the highest standard and quality of training, lifelong education, learning and advocacy across the 40 or so years of our careers. And this translates into the best quality of care we provide the patients we look after. And the future of this college depends on you, our new members. As the years fly by, and believe you me, they do fly by, the college can always be a reference point for your continued professional excellence as you deliver care to the patients you look after and lead healthcare delivery. As doctors, what drives us is seeing progress and improvement in patient outcomes and healthcare delivery. And Kate said this requires, among other things, self-discipline, dedication, and leadership. Over the course of your career, each of you, as you bring honour to yourself, to your family, and to this profession and the college, I sincerely hope that you fulfil your own dreams and ambitions. My congratulations to each of you on getting your membership. I hope you and your guests enjoy the rest of the day. I look forward to meeting you outside of the reception. Gur míle maith as clús éisteachta chuirtum. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much, President. So just now leaves me to again say Comhordagus, Dóibh Kildare, and congratulations to all of our new members. So we can now formally close the ceremony. So I'm going to ask you all to remain in your seats. The platform party will leave the room, and we would ask the new members to follow after us for photographs out in the main entrance area on the stairs. And your guests might remain in the room while we're taking those photographs, but please join us then for a reception and our less formal photographs, which we're very happy to assist with in the Graves Hall. Thank you very much indeed.